Alright, Zebra. We're at a safe distance, now.
Why do we have to leave Earth to talk?
Well, I learned how to put Linux on a stick, with 4 GB persistence, for Mint 13 and Ubuntu 13.04, Fedora 17 and 18. But maybe I can break that limit.
What great news! But why keep it a secret?
Well, I need to test it more. See what works, and what doesn't. Basically, Linux is tricked into thinking it's on a hard drive. That messes up the kernel, though, for updates.
Oh, yeah? The kernel would expect the overlay fs file to be on a hard drive, but it isn't there. It will expect root to be on a primary hard drive partition, but isn't there.
Exactly. At first I thought the kernel was trashed in the updates, but that isn't true. The updates don't register until a reboot, so they really did occur. The error at each update, or change of software, says the kernel is corrupt, but it isn't true. Still, the problem makes the update change process slow, so I need to fix it.
Then, everyone would want to have Linux on a stick. Like carrying a computer in your tail. It would become an overnight success on every desktop.
That's right. Then the other elephants would stampede me for information, and all the zebras and hippos would stampede you.
I hadn't thought about the stampede. Everyone with a Windows machine would want Linux on a stick to use its unique features without installing to hard drive.
Aha. Now you know why I wanted to meet in space. We need to keep this research a secret.
We would never have a life. Mrs. Zebra and I would never have any time alone.
Oh, did you find a good file management program?
Well, only GParted keeps the drive ID consistent. The others are all like Dolphin or XFE, with the weird drive addresses.
So then, you can't save any files on the home directory. A new store folder has to be created, with a drive name easily recognized. Maybe a new partition.
I'll see what I can do about that.
Okay. I'll try to find how to make Linux recognize the full capacity of the stick for its home directory. I think someone in the Linux Mint forum stumbled on a solution.
Really? What was that?
She formatted the stick with Unetbootin. That made a 4 GB partition as the MBR. Then, she made an ext2 partition. Then moved the FAT32 Linux partition into it.
But how? How do you put a FAT32 partition inside an ext2 partition?
I don't know. We'll have to experiment and try it. But the forum reporter said it worked to give full persistence up to the capacity of the stick.
So all we have to do is find a way to make Linux label the drive names in ways that are easily recognized in the file management system. That's my job.
Well, Zebra, your job will be to explain all this too. You have the worst job.
No, I just send everyone to Mrs. Zebra, or to Rainy Deer, or to Giraffe.
Ha 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 ha.
It's called delegation. Else I could never go into space.
Yeah, it's kinda nice to get out of the jungle and come here.
Ha 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 ha.
Yay.